Is coconut oil a good sunscreen? Well, we're going to find out today. A lot of people are moving toward an all natural sunscreen, and that's fantastic. Always looking for natural and organic ways to eat, to protect your skin, to wash your hair. It's just leading to a more healthier environment, healthier and wholesome lifestyle. So we can all agree on that. So I did look on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. I read some blogs and listened and watched some blogs also on DIY sunscreens, and a lot of them are using coconut oil, which I found very interesting because I didn't know if coconut oil even has an SPF, let alone a good enough SPF to protect skin from sun damage. And so I did a little research. Now, I did talk to a few people too. And I also want to thank the 4 people who actually contacted me to ask me about this, because I was so excited to get to talk about coconut oil and sunscreen today. So thank you very much. So I did talk to a lot of people, and when I mean a lot, I mean like 8 people, about what they use for sunscreen. And some of them actually don't use any sunscreen at all. They believe that their natural skin's sebum production protects them from the sun. And that may be true. I don't know. Every skin type is different. And it depends on a lot of factors, right? So where do you live? Where do you spend most of your time? I am in the high desert in Southern California, in the Mojave Desert, and the Mojave Desert has some of the most harsh environments. So in the summertime, it's 105 degrees most of the summer, and in the winter, we have excruciating high winds, which are extremely drying to the skin and to the hair. And the reason I bring that up is because I color my hair dark. So it does, not only do I have hair damage, but from dyeing it and coloring it, but the high winds, the hot sun can dehydrate hair also. So I do use sunscreen in my hair. So I don't use coconut oil for a sunscreen. And I wanted to get a little deeper into this just briefly and keep it short. Let's see here. I have a couple of studies I want to share with you. So here we are. Let me just pull them up real quick here. Here we go. So according to a study that was published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science, coconut oil has an SPF, and it has an SPF of 1. That means it will take 1 time longer for your skin to turn red using coconut oil as an SPF than with no coverage whatsoever. So in that study, it shows that coconut oil does have an SPF. Very low, however. So again, depending on your skin type and your environment, the conditions that you're in, you have to make decisions based on what works for you. I did find another study, and that's from the Mayo Clinic. And also they wrote a paper on it. So the Mayo Clinic mentions that coconut oil only blocks 20% of the sun's ultraviolet rays compared to sunscreen's 97%. Also, they note that sunscreen is one of the few personal care products that actually is regulated by the FDA, because cosmetic skin filters are considered a drug ingredient. That was interesting. So again, a very low SPF factor for coconut oil. So for me, that doesn't work in my environment and in my conditions. It might work for you. Another reason I don't use coconut oil as a sunscreen is because I live and work on an organic farm and ranch. And I have a lot of livestock, and I garden, and I have an orchard. But livestock, they poop. And when the wind kicks up, I don't want that sticking to my face. The debris, the dirt, the dust. the manure particles. Because I have to take into consideration that I already come in and wash my face 5, 6, 7 times a day, and my hands and my arms, my neck, my chest, so I don't use coconut oil as an SPF. I use a different kind of sunscreen. There are all kinds of different kinds of sunscreens that are natural. There's oil, there's mineral, there are many. It's not just one kind. And I need a higher SPF because through the years, my skin has been damaged from not using an appropriate sunscreen every day. Or, I mean, I neglected my skin for a long time because I was working so many hours. I just didn't even think about my skin. I just go out there and do my thing, right? And it just that was put on the sidebar. So I hope this helps you make better, more informed decisions about your organic skincare. Now that we've looked at a couple of things from the Mayo Clinic and the Journal of Cosmetics, we can maybe make more informed decisions because there is a lot of information on the internet and there's a lot of information in journals that we need to be paying closer attention to. Of course, when we look at a study, and I want to mention this before we go, we have to look at who financed that study, why that study was done, and how it was performed. Because just because it was done doesn't make it black and white, doesn't make it 100%. We have to look at a lot of different factors. But overall, these two particular studies that we found today, it does show that coconut oil does have an SPF factor, and it's very low. So we have to make choices for our skincare based on studies and research. Maybe it's just me, because that's what I do. I do use coconut oil maybe twice a month when I do sludging, not sure what the right word is, but what I'll do is slug or sludge. If you know the right word, the right way to say it, please post it in the comments below because I'm sure I'm not the only person who doesn't know what the right word is. What it is that twice a month before I go to bed, after I take my evening bath and do all my skincare routine, is I will rub this emollient all over my body just to trap in that extra moisture and to get that boost of rehydration. Because, like I said, I'm in the hot sun, I'm in the high winds, harsh environment, and I do slug or sludge on a regular basis, but I only use coconut oil about twice a month. Even for that, I prefer other products, and I like to also mix it up a little bit, so it just works for me. So I hope this helped you. I hope you find happiness. I hope you stay happy and healthy and wholesome today and always. Thank you. And remember, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. Till next time.